Here with my Twister XB at the skate park. Sweet little car. Handles really well. I would like to get a little bit better servo in this. One that tracks a little bit straighter. Oh, yes. I mean, it's not horrible. And I actually bought one. And I bought one for the size that go in the HBX 16889, but it's a little bit too small. I think those are better servos. So I'm gonna try to find a small brushless servo for this, because it deserves it. It's a sweet car. Now, I don't think it's up to snuff with something like those team associated 14 scale buggies, but then again, this was $90 total after tax and everything, like $89. And those things are over $200. The team associated and the low C, those things are like $280 for those 14 scale buggies. And yeah, you can't adjust anything on this other than the motor. You can't adjust the gearing. It's a fixed motor mount, so you're stuck with the pinion. But you're free to change motors up all day long as it'll fit on there. Which I did. I put a little bit bigger motor in this just so I could get rid of that overvolting. And it didn't do it 100%, but it's a lot better than it was with the stock motor. And for being under $100, this thing is totally worth it. I'm dragging something. I got a little bit of pine needles in there. There we go. But for under $100, totally worth it. And I'm gonna tell you, at $270, those other cars, they're not that much better. You're not gonna have, I mean, maybe if you're serious into racing, then you might need that sort of adjustability. But I think you'd be fine with a WL Toys car as far as choosing a racer. They have really good cars and highly tunable as well. So if I was going to get into racing, I wouldn't have any problem at all starting off with a WL Toys. I might put it like a Hobby Wing ESC in there and a racing motor. You know, get a racing ESC and motor in one of those WL Toys buggies and you'd be fine. But this thing's great. I like it a lot. I like it as far as durability goes, it's on par with the HBX cars. This is the Eachine, but it's basically a slightly larger HBX in buggy style. Oh. It can take some slapping too. And these are oil-filled shocks. And the great thing about the buggy style is you don't have to worry about this thing tipping over. Ooh, too much. Especially on cornering and stuff, it's just amazing. And with a slightly better servo, this thing would be on point. Look at that. Crazy fast. Ah. Oh, and this wing, I completely slathered it in thread tape and shoe goo and thread tape and shoe goo, and then finally top coated it with a couple layers of liquid rubber, and it's pretty tight now. It was just, you know, that polycarbonate wing, same stuff the body's made out of, and even though I reinforced it from the get-go, it didn't hold up, so doing it a second time, I wasn't taking any chances. And it did come with a smaller, like a smaller, thinner, narrower wing, but I didn't like that. I like the bigger one. So if I ever break this, I'll buy a new wing. Actually, I might try to put something else on there, an actual plastic wing. But maybe I don't want the weight. I don't know. Yeah, it might add to. Well, it could. It'd be on par with what's on there now with all that shoe goo. But it really hasn't affected its flight or anything. This Venom battery only had, it's a Venom 3S battery, and it only had like 70% on it. Oh, thing just sails all the way over. I could do that anywhere. And it doesn't take much. I don't need much startup, you know. Much, you know. It goes as soon as you press the trigger. It's gone. The diff fluid isn't thick enough to pull that off. Thing flies, man. I love this car. Oh! And since it's so lightweight, you don't feel, you know, it can really take a flight. Now, I'm thinking about putting a little cushion underneath that ESC just so it's not getting so much jolt. Oh, because that's really taking a hit. My fanny pack is falling down on me. But man, this thing goes. But it definitely doesn't want any tall grass. It likes those smaller ones. This thing would be a good racer, especially on, like, you know, once I got a better servo in this thing, because it is a little bit squirrely. It was all set to be a nice day until the sun went behind the clouds. Well, until it became completely overcast, as you can see. So tired of, but hey, it's not snowing. And it's December like 6th. So I can't complain. I'm out here driving my car on concrete in the winter. So there we go. I don't even have gloves on. Last year, that definitely wasn't the story. But we've already had a good pile of snow early on. Last Monday, we had a little snowstorm. and so the roads were a little funky, but luckily I just got snow tires. I can oh, just, I don't know what happened. It got stuck or something. Something was wedged in there, I guess. These are nice thick dog bones on this thing. And they're kind of like the same metal diffs as in the HBX 16889 Pro. And they are cheap diffs. And you could upgrade them to something a little bit better. But right now I don't feel the need. The thing handles really well anyway. The only thing I'd do to tighten it up would be get a little bit better servo. Oh, yeah, see, I want to be able to confidently shoot down areas like that without... Once you get it going straight, it stays pretty straight, but... Oh. See, doesn't have any problem staying straight. It's getting in there. This thing is not afraid. Great car. Alright, that's it from me right now, guys. Sweet little car, Twister XB. I haven't really done anything other than put a different motor in it, but it's sweet. Alright, take it easy.